Hi everyone, my name is Simber and I'm a Guaipo in Hong Kong, and welcome back to my channel. As you can guess from this video, Michael and I went to the luxurious islands of Maldives. The video images that you are about to watch were from our trip back in November of 2019, but I think what we have to say is still relevant. So before we went to Maldives, we had a 10-hour layover in Bangkok, Thailand. It was hard for us to leave the airport to go to our Airbnb because apparently in order to obtain a visa, your flight has to be to Thailand, not like as a stopover. I'm not sure how this works as far as multi-city flights, so if you know, let me know in the comments below on your experience. As I said though, it's difficult to leave the airport, but it's not impossible. They let us leave because we didn't know the rules and they pitied us. The immigration officers recommended us to come back to the airport 2 hours before our flight the next day. Because we were lucky enough to be able to leave the airport to go to our Airbnb, we tried to walk straight to our Airbnb, but we got lost. It was supposed to be a 10-20 minute straight walk from the airport. We had a GPS on our phone, but it was leading us to the wrong alley. But luckily the host was able to find us walking around and led us to the Airbnb. It was a nice small room with minimal facilities with awful touches. This is an ideal room for a few days stay. Since our flight was at 9 a.m., we left our Airbnb at 6:40 and made our way to the airport. On our way to the airport, people had already started their day. The wet market was open, newsstands were open, and even some restaurants were open. We were also lucky enough to see a beautiful temple right across the street from the airport. We went to this food court outside of the Thai airport, but still within the building called Magic Food Point. This place is aimed for the employees that work at the airport or like flight attendants, but people still go here to grab some good food. It's also extremely cheap. Michael and I spent 150 Thai baht here for 2 noodle soups, 2 Thai milk teas, and I think an egg roll, but I don't remember. Either way, 150 Thai baht for all those things, and the total was $4.97 USD. Yeah, really cheap. Hi everybody, so we are at the airport and we will be catching a flight to Maldives in a few hours. So,
yeah, no camera.
Should be exciting. The flight from Bangkok to Maldives was only 4 hours, but it did feel long due to the time zones. But let me say this, while we were flying above Maldives, you could already see the beautiful crystal blue and clear water from below the plane. I've never been to a tropical region that was more beautiful. After we landed and went through immigration, we looked for the desk where our hotel attendant would be. And when you walk out, you can see several attendants holding up signs for different resorts. Depending on who you booked with though, just keep your eyes peeled for the name of the resort that you booked with. If you can't find your attendant, just find the desk where the attendant should be. If they're not there, just wait. Someone will most likely come up to you and ask you which resort you're staying in, and they will look for the attendant. When the attendant does finally arrive, he will offer you free waters and tell you when the next boat for the island resort to come. While we were waiting, there was a few restaurants at the airport to choose from. There was a cafe, a Dairy Queen, and a pizza place, and a Thai restaurant. The prices are all in USD, so US money does work over in Maldives. The boat ride was about 45 minutes to our resort. We had low tide. We thought the water was the most clearest water we've ever seen in our lives. The trees were so lusciously green, it wasn't tainted with pollution. It was like walking into a magical wonderland. The concierge guided us to the lounge area where you are allowed to smoke. They also brought us our free drinks, and our drink was a virgin cocktail. It reminded me of a Shirley Temple I had about 4 years ago in Canada. It was really good. What did you think?
Yeah, it's nice.
While we were in the sitting area, they gave us the welcome message, the ground rules, and as well as our discount vouchers. We were given 2 spa discount vouchers and a cocktail discount voucher for the bars. The spa discount vouchers are valid for up to 2 days from arrival and upon availability slots between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Unfortunately, we didn't get a massage, nor did we go to the bar. Why? We were having way too much fun taking videos underwater and just enjoying the paradise. So I don't remember much of the welcome message, but I do remember pieces of it. There is Wi-Fi on the entire island, and as mentioned, they gave us the ground rules. So you can't take seashells home because it's illegal. Some fishes in the ocean bite, and be careful. There are more aggressive little fishies than the shark that you are afraid of. Don't swim near the boaties. This is for your safety because of the strong currents. Ability plays a major role though. After the welcome message, we filled out some forms and they gave us our room key. We then paid for the boat taxi to the island. This costs $300 for 2 people, so like $150 per person. They also helped us with the luggage and led us to our room. Now in the room, it comes with the complimentary soaps and shampoos, water, etc. The other snacks and beverages cost money, but like I said, they do offer free water bottles. The moment we got to our room, we changed into our swimsuits and we went exploring in and out of the water. As mentioned, the water was crystal clear, it was so blue. The weather was great too. When we went walking around the bungalows, the wood didn't burn our feet. Everybody, so we are in Maldives is what the locals say, and I must say it's pretty grand. I don't think I've ever seen anything so pretty, and I was in Malibu, and Malibu is pretty gorgeous, but this is just breathtaking. I've never seen water so clear here, and I've never been to Florida either, but I think this probably tops Florida for sure. We were lucky enough to not pay for full price. If you want to do this, you need to book with Agoda less than a week before you leave. You also need to book within the off season, which is from summer to late autumn around November. That's another plus with going in the off season, it's less crowded. The water felt great too. The water was so warm. It was nice to get in though. Like it wasn't like hot, but it was like it felt nice. After finishing the underwater exploring, we went walking around the island to see what they had. The island offered all sorts of activities. There's a bulletin board inside the lobby where you can sign up for the activities that you would like to do. Of course, these activities you have to pay for separately. If you're interested in scuba materials, there is a desk near one of the bars where you can rent the equipment and other like water activity equipment that you can borrow. While over there is a walkway to lead to a swing over the water. You need to be careful though, because there are a lot of crabs there, big and small. I walked over to the swing in hopes to get a scenic picture with the beautiful water and sunshine. Getting in the swing wasn't hard, but swinging was difficult. But it did feel relaxing. Next, Michael tried to swing, but same result. Then he tried to get a classic picture with the tree that leans while sitting on it, but he almost slipped out. So after that, we walked around the island once more to look for another tree for the pictures for our Instagram.
Instagram. For the gram.
For the gram. We eventually found the perfect tree and got the pictures because the sun was setting. So it was just perfect pictures. While looking for that perfect tree, though, I found a hammock. This brought back so many memories from growing up in my small town of Indiana. My dad used to own a hammock in the backyard, and I would go back there to relax and take naps during the summer months. Sometimes I would even read a book.
Like me.
Yes, like Michael. Michael has never been in a hammock though, so it was his first time. For him, he didn't even know what it was. When he was done messing with it though, he was just like, I don't get it. Like he didn't understand like what the hammock was for. So I had to explain to him that people would just lay in it while the wind would like rock them, and it was just a good place for people to relax and just soak up the weather. I finally found the perfect swing to swing in as well. After obtaining a sufficient amount of pictures for the gram, Michael and I went back to our room to clean up and to chill until dinner. There are 3 options as far as food on the island. You can call for room service, you can go to the Palm Groves, or a bar. The Palm Groves is the best place to go because it's $30 per person and it's a buffet. The restaurant has certain times for eating, so if you're the kind of person that wants to eat as much as you can from the buffet, it's best to get there early.
Oh, not like Chinese buffet and like, in the middle of nowhere. Like not like Chinese buffet. Like not like the American version of Chinese buffet. Not the $30 buffet is not like Shoney's or like random Chinese buffet in the US. It's like actually like hotel buffet. Like quality of a hotel buffet. Not like they'll give you any instant noodle or something like that.
Yeah, it's really good food. It's really good quality food. And I think it's worth the $30. After stuffing our stomachs to the point we couldn't eat anymore, We had a nice romantic walk around the island for a few hours. To me, Maldives is the perfect place for a honeymoon destination. It's also a great place for the second honeymoon for the interested older adults. For those that have kids, it's not unheard of for people to bring their kids here, because when we were on the island, we've seen quite a few kids running around and just having a time with their parents and their grandparents. After our walk, we went back to our room for the night, and then the next day we went straight to breakfast to only stuff our face once more. One thing I forgot to mention about the restaurant is that for dinners they offer different food themes on different days. So for example, on Sundays they have Indian food, and on Saturdays they have Asian food. They will still have like other items in case like you're not interested in that kind of food. But I mean, if you're at a destination like that, I mean, why not try something new? My regret is not getting any pictures or videos of the spread that they had, because it was delicious. Both dinner and breakfast. I don't know about lunch because we skipped it. And the reason why we skipped it is because we ate so much food for breakfast, we didn't want to torture ourselves and our stomachs by stuffing our face during lunch as well. Because that's a lot of stuffing, and your stomach can only hold so much.
No, I was afraid I'm going to puke if I get on the boat later on that day.
Yeah, because we had a boat and a flight to catch that day. I'll go on to more why. But let's continue. So after finishing with breakfast, we changed back into our swimsuits once more to go underwater exploring. I feel like we seen more underwater life the next day than we did the day before. Maybe it's just because we went into the water even earlier than we did. But it was just so fascinating seeing all the colorful fish and the coral. It was just breathtaking to me. I am so blessed that I found these waterproof phone covers so that I was able to record underwater and be able to share it with you guys. So these are the cases that we had. I got these in Hong Kong. I got these for about $5 USD. And I think it was worth it. Do you think these were worth the buy?
Probably is.
If you guys are interested in getting something like this, just let me know. But as the saying goes, pretty things can be dangerous. So be aware of the fish that the concierge will show you a picture upon your arrival, because they bite. I also highly recommend that you wear water shoes or flippers in the ocean. This is for your safety. While recording, Michael was being chased by a fish, and he cut his foot when he accidentally kicked the coral from the reaction from being chased by a fish. It left such a deep gash that it almost got the ligament. I didn't notice it until his foot was bleeding out of the water. Michael isn't the type of person to go to the doctors or hospital when needed, because he thinks that he can tough it out. With me having some experience in medicine and the sciences, I lied to him. I told him that we would go back to the room, wash it off, and just put a band-aid on it. We did not do this. The moment I seen two workers on the island, I asked them where the clinic was, and they noticed his foot. They helped us get him there. And it's a good thing I did, because he needed 4 to 5 stitches because it was so deep. Even the doctor in the clinic said it was really deep, and it was good that I brought you in. And it wasn't too costly to get the stitches. It only cost $40 to get the stitches in Maldives. It was more costly to get them removed because he got them removed in Hong Kong. Regardless though, it was going to be a cheaper medical bill than in the US. Sorry. After getting his stitches done and getting it wrapped up, we went back to the room to pack our things and to wash off the salt off of Michael, while trying to keep his foot and his wrap from getting wet. That was fun. After that, we had a few hours until our boat for the airport arrived. So during the remaining time, we played pool and we played board games. I think we played like Monopoly, and what else did we play?
I don't remember.
I think we just mainly played Monopoly because like were into like financial games. I mean, it was simple, but I enjoyed our good quality time. Like, it was something that him and I both really needed. And it was really nice to get away for like such a short time. I'm sad that we only spent one day there, but I had a client to teach like the next day. Otherwise, we would have booked the next day. Michael had several days off, and we just wanted to have a fun, quick getaway. At the same time though, I'm glad that our time was short because...
I hurt my foot.
At the same time though, I'm glad our time was short so that Michael could heal his foot. I feel like if we stayed another day, Michael wouldn't have had as much fun as we did the day before. Regardless though, I mean, I think it was a fun and beautiful destination that I would love to experience again. Hopefully for a longer time period next time. And next time we will definitely bring water shoes. Alright, so that's it for Maldives. I hope you guys enjoy the video and you take the information from this video and put it to your own travel adventures. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys!